I've been asked to talk about the opportunities for METS companies in Southeast Asia. So it's very much going to be an overview of, first of all, our experiences in Southeast Asia, setting a little bit of the, looking at the mineral potential of Southeast Asia generally, identifying some of the trends that are going on in Southeast Asia in the mining industry, some of the risks, some of the challenges, and then also maybe some of the solutions. CSA Global first worked in Southeast Asia in 1986. We've got operational experience developing mines in many Asian countries, particularly exploration projects. Since my role as Managing Director of CSA Global, we've expanded into Southeast Asia, and so I've overseen that growth of opening offices in Indonesia, Singapore, investigating other countries for market development. My background is as a geologist, so I thought I'd better set the geological setting first, but I'm going to keep it very high level. So it's a tectonic map here, and essentially Southeast Asia is in a very good address from a tectonic point of view. The tectonic sets the scene for how the geology and the mineral deposits can be connected between different countries, and so Australia and India are very similar tectonically on the same plate. So these island arcs, which are shown here on red, and thanks to Steve Gowan for this map, it's really the hunting ground of elephants in geology terms. We say we're hunting elephants when we're looking for the really big deposits, and when you can see deposits like Porgera and Oktedi and Batu Hijau and so on, these are all sitting on these volcanic belts. When we're talking about elephants, they don't get much bigger than this one. This is Freeport's Grasberg operation in Papua province of Indonesia. The pit itself is about a mile across. They're treating about 70 million tonnes per annum of ore. It sits on top of a mountain chain in a very remote area, so not without its challenges for such a huge operation, as you can see by the photo. And now that it's going to move into an underground only operation, look, I think there's plenty of opportunities out there for smart Australian METS companies. This is another elephant on the island of Sambawa in Indonesia, and again, just by the sheer scale, these deposits are huge. This one's got about 6,000 employees and contractors working on it. It's owned by Newmont. Went into production in about 1999. Now this quite busy map, which geologists like, is really just to indicate how diverse the geology of Southeast Asia is, and also how well endowed it is from a minerals perspective. These next couple of slides is just really to illustrate some of the diversity of the Southeast Asian mining industry away from those core commodities that people speak about, and also to illustrate that it's not all done by the Freeports and the Newmonts, the Western large listed companies. Here's another one that you may or may not have heard of, Vinacomin. It's the Vietnamese coal and minerals company. You know, it's pretty small scale mining that they're doing, yet those bauxite deposits are some of the biggest in the world. So again, the potential there is massive. But it's, this is what a lot of the Southeast Asian mining industry looks like. It's not all large companies, it's not all state-owned enterprises. So move off geology and mining companies for a second and talk a little bit about trends. What this here shows is global exploration budgets in 2014 and worldwide trends. And really what you can see here in particular is the concentration. Well, number one, that Asia doesn't really get its fair share, particularly when you relate it to Latin America and Africa, which has a lot of the same risks. Interestingly, from the previous slide, when we looked at, China was saying that it was said that there was 6% or 5% exploration expenditure in China, yet no drilling information. And again, just shows this sort of, unfortunately for the guys at SNL, most of their data comes off public sources, and a lot of these countries, it's almost impossible to get any information on what the industry is doing. And so you just have to be mindful of that, and that means you have to get boots on ground when you're going into these places. There's absolutely huge potential. It's underexplored quite clearly, and the risks aren't that different, and particularly for Australian METS companies sitting in time zone 8 with countries where the business language is English, I think there's absolutely fantastic opportunities. So I'm happy to share our experiences any more that you'd like to talk about that. So Thanks very much.